feels so good. I'm back in my woods, back home in my Asha. Oh, heaven on earth. Hello, Asha Vons. Megas here, back home from Florida. What a great trip that was. But I'll tell you, there's nothing like coming home. I'm back in the library. I got my hot cocoa and marshmallows. Of course, as you saw, I jumped up this morning and went for a walk around the property through the woods, made a fire. And then, oh my God, this morning when the sun was rising and it was shining on all my favorite familiar things, my heart just was so full. And it made me think of today's video. It's Asha is coming home. It's that same feeling when we discovered Asha. We came home. It's that same peaceful, just exhale, our whole nervous system realigned, and just bliss and peace and joy, and all the fear was gone. And it's Asha. It's so beautiful. And I thought it was so amazing on that Florida trip where I was able to take you to where a wonderful friend was healed from OCD, the very first miracle we've ever seen on the Megas channel, and got to show you the exact beach and parking lot where he came up. I'm healed, I'm healed. And I was so glad to share that with you. And then, of course, I get thinking of all the different testimonies we've had over the years. And one that always is near and dear to my heart is Timmy. Oh, Timmy, I love you so much. I've never seen a miracle like that. That just, her faith was amazing. Matter of fact, she reminds me of in the Bible, that story of the woman with the issue of blood. And she thought, if I could just touch the hem of Jesus's garment, I would be healed. You know, like with the story I shared with you in Florida and many of the testimonies, it took time with them hearing the truth and over and getting better stories, better ideas, replacing bad stories, wrong ideas. And then the miracle happened with Timmy. She just went to a video where I read through Asha, wasn't even teaching, but she had that mindset. I knew I would be healed, and she was. And so, matter of fact, I'm going to be reading some from Asha today because this is all about Asha coming home. And I want us just to come home to Asha together. And we'll read some of the favorite passages. Timmy's favorite is Asha 3. And so we'll definitely do that. And then I love 5 and 12 and 13. And then can I ask something of my Asha Vons? If you haven't already, I know most of you have, but go to Amazon and leave a review of what Asha means to you. Go to the comments and tell me your testimony and what Asha means to you. And let's just love on Asha. I'm even going to share with you guys one of my favorite songs. It's called Little Orange Book, and it's just a love song to Asha. I'll put that at the end of this. And so today's just about that peaceful comfort of coming home to truth, to what's real, to that love and peace that is our natural set point. So let's start with Asha 3 because that's Timmy's favorite. Asha 3 says, I have the mind of Christ. That's a Western way of saying Vohumana, the God mind. It says, my only job, and as you know this, I love that we have one job because I'm a very simple person. I just need one thing to do. It says, my only job is to align with and hold continuously in mind the attributes of God: love, life, peace, joy, power, freedom, and to be those attributes. We be love, life, peace, joy, power, freedom. And the beautiful thing about Zoroastrianism is Zoroaster means pure starlight, right? That's what the Magi follow, that pure star, unmixed, undefiled, undiluted. So you notice it doesn't say hold continuously in mind the attributes of God, love and hate, right? Peace and war, which the religions that follow, that's what they teach, right? They tell you that God's like on this continuum. He can heal you, or he can send sickness and disease. He can be at peace, or he can go to war. This is where the healing comes from. When you get that highest truth, that highest principle of good, and then you be that, you attune and align yourself to that. It says, my mind is God, right? This again is that Christ mind, that vohumana, where you have that aha moment, that realization that you are one with God. You could never be separated. You are life itself, God itself, good itself, peace, joy, power, freedom. And you allow yourself just to be who and what you are. It says, my mind is God, but my thoughts are not always God, right? Because we knew when we come into a body and a form that we would be born into a body that even from mom and dad, grandma and grandpa would be sins and errors and wrong thinking, bad thoughts, right? And addictions. I mean, I could go on, perversions, violence, but that's not who and what we are. That divine spark in us is pure and it's good. And as we practice going inside to that place, fasting from the outside world and attuning, being, only knowing good God, we restore God's image. We take that spirit, that idea, that better story into us, and it becomes us. And we create a better world. Let's go to Asha 5. Believe only the highest truth and enter Asha. That's how we enter this heaven on earth, by believing the highest truth, the highest principle. Are you brave enough to believe that God could be just good? That he doesn't have to be love and hate. He doesn't have to get jealous, angry, hate, war, kill men, women, and children. Can you be brave enough to think God is just good? Can you be wise enough to wrap your mind around that? I know you can, because it might not land here in your brain, in this tool of a brain, but in your spirit, in your heart of hearts, and where you truly exist. You know what I say is true. And just hearing that truth, something's already happening. That light is already removing the fear and the confusion. As the wise Lord is perfect, so his idea of creation is perfect. This is called Asha, truth. What else could come from a perfect creator's perfect mind? Anything in the world that you may see that isn't good, isn't perfect, my friends, that was just created with wrong ideas, wrong stories. We tell a better story. We tell a true story. Every time you tell a little better story, you're getting a little closer to that truth, a little closer to that real above all real, a little closer to God. God is just good. God means the highest principle of good, as high as you can dream. And then there's an ever expanding good. God keeps getting gooder and gooder, Godder and Godder. This idea of truth is the very spirit of God. It is much more than not making a false statement. It is the true vision of God's ideal existence. It is the real above all real, the highest truth, creation in perfect harmony, where nothing occurs at the expense or harm of another. Go to Asha 12. Asha 12 says, there is nothing for me outside. Everything you're looking for, you're going to find it in here. You actually have to fast from the outside world that's been created, where there's mixed monster gods and governments and just so-called entertainment and education, and that's mixed. It's always felt kind of foul to you. You always knew something was off inside. They're calling it God good, but it's not it's not good. The stories aren't good. So you got to close your eyes and ears to that outside world and go inside where it's pure. The love without the hate, the peace without the war. Good. I've spent too long looking outside of myself, looking for meaning, purpose, affirmation, approval, love, truth, happiness, and even God, just to find myself ever searching. Have you ever been there? God, don't you care? Don't you see I suffer, I hurt? Help. You're not going to find it outside. You're not going to find it in the world religions. That'll keep you ever searching, ever grasping. You want to come home to truth, to Asha, to love. And we go inside. We turn inward. We quiet all the many thoughts and ideas and stories, and we go inside and we see Seoshant, the Savior, Vohumana, the Christ mind, Jesus. And I realize there is no separation from my good, from my God, because we are one. All the truth and happiness that I've been searching for, it's here right now. For I am that. I am the love, the God, the good, the peace, the protection, the provision I was searching for. I come from good spirit. I'm made of good spirit. And can you see, as you hold these high ideas, these true ideas, you start to become that very frequency and vibration, and your frequency and vibration changes your world. I am that I am. And now that I know this, it is, good is, God is, Asha is. Turn one page to my all-time favorite, Asha 13, that says, good is good and bad is bad. That's our simple formula of the Magi. You'll never be confused. You'll never get into fear if you just hold that one simple formula. Good is good and bad is bad. If you ever heard a voice in your head that says, sacrifice your child to prove you love me, you know that's not good. That's not God. If you ever had a voice in your head that said you could be separated from God, that's not good. That's not God. If anyone, some religious figure, priest, pastor, whatever, tried to threaten you, put fear in you, make you think you could be separated or less than what you are, that's not truth. That's not good. If it makes you feel bad, it's bad. If the story's bad, it's bad. Purity is a must. Good is good, bad is bad. Our God, our highest principle is just good. The original word of the good religion is that all good comes from the Creator and no evil comes from him. And from this original word is the spiritual world made straight and the material world brought into order. And the original word of false religion is that evil comes from the Creator. And this false idea is all the evil that creatures suffer. You end all the suffering when you just come home. Perfect creators, perfect idea. That is you. Little orange book. Oh, I love this Asha. I came home, kissed it, held it to my chest. It's beautiful. If you guys haven't already, go to Amazon, go to Goodreads, everywhere you can. Leave a review about Asha. We get more books out there that way. More people get this truth. And my friends enjoy this beautiful song of the Little Orange Book. and know I love, love, love you.
In a world of pages turning, find a treasure softly burning, a little orange book, it's true. Asha, I'm grateful for like your prose, I found love that always grows, shared with others who believe in the truth that you can see. Oh, Asha, I love you so. In your pages, light just below. From your tales, my heart